up, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. So today we are playing a squad battles game, and the reason we're doing that is because I wanted to show off my my Liga, not show off, but show, that's weird. Show you guys the Liga Portuguesa team, or Liga NOS, sorry, team that I put together. So this is the squad that we are using. I know many of you have a lot of the players in this team. Many of you may not have some of the players in this team. I believe every person in this team happens to be first owner, except for Grimaldo. I did have to buy him. Everybody else is first owner. So let me just get rid of Zidane here, because I was using him on the bench. So let me get rid of him. Just throw Ronaldo on. Yeah, so this is the squad. Vlachodimos in goal. Coates and Ruben Diaz as the partnership. They're slow, but it doesn't really matter because they're both really tall. So 6'5", well, 6'5" and 6'1", and they're both good in the air, and that's an important part of squad battles because what a lot of the teams do is just put crosses in. If you can just head them away with your center backs, you'll be in good shape. Of course, we have Corona on the right, Acuna on the left, who has this great total stats. I believe his base card's a left mid too, although I could be wrong. He might be a left back. Actually, never mind. Grimaldo's really good at left back, and Almeida over at right back, although he is really slow. He'll get the job done defensively. Two fairly quick strikers with good shooting, and two box-to-box midfielders here. Although I do think we probably need, we do need a squad fitness here. Now, we are playing on World Class, as the objective said. I should have said this in the beginning, but this is for icon swaps, of course. So one of the requirements is to win 5 games with 11 players from the Liga NOS, and in your starting lineup. Now you can make substitutes, and I will make one substitution at halftime just because I need to get a couple of French goals, or goals with French players, like Franck Ribéry will be coming on. So notice I'm playing a really bad team. Okay. Now, if you're uncomfortable playing on World Class or one of the squads, the Brazilian squads on Legendary. If you're uncomfortable playing at those levels, play teams like this. No chemistry, bad players. If we don't beat this team 3, 4, 5 goals to nothing, I would be absolutely shocked. So let's get into the game here. Again, I'm just going to talk through some squad battles tips. I will be coming out with a video on not only this team, but also the Japanese team you need, the CONMEBOL team that I'll use, and eventually probably the Brazilian team, although I won't be doing that one yet. Nice little ball roll from Gedson Fernandez, and such an easy goal. You see 3 minutes into the game, we've already got a lead. I may even just play a half here and not talk through the entire thing, just because you guys don't need to sit through an entire game of squad battles necessarily. So we'll make sure we get this get the important parts talked about here. Now, of course, these are the players I'm using. If you don't have players that are quite as good as some of the ones I have, if you don't have this Gedson Fernandez, or you don't have this Footmas Acuna, or you don't have Battaglia or whatever. First of all, I do recommend getting Battaglia because as an Argentinian, you can actually find links for him, and he's quite good. It's definitely worth having in your club just for times like this. As a box-to-box midfielder, he's actually fantastic. But the Corona, some people may not have. Oh, we almost scored a header there. But that's fine. My point is that's fine. So even normal Coates, if you have him in your defense, I just happen to pack that man of the match one. It doesn't really matter who you use, to be honest with you. I feel like this is a pretty good setup because you've got pace on the wings, you've got pace up front, you've got decent finishing up front, you've got box-to-box midfielders, and you've got defenders who can defend crosses. And that is basically what you need when you're... Oh, wow, what a finish. I like that little looping finish they do over the keeper there. That's pretty cool. But those are basically the things you need to beat a team on squad battles, you know? And so, because we put together a team that has those things, I feel pretty confident. Like I said, I mean, we could easily win this game 5, 6, 7, nothing. And you do have to win 5 games of this. So I will talk about kind of the best strategy to do. Mostly, I would just forget about getting squad battles points. You'll get some points and you'll get a decent reward on Sunday evening But I wouldn't worry too much about it because the rewards you get really aren't that great and won't help your team that much. So you can refresh your squad battle team selections every after you've played a game, or you can refresh, and if you don't like any of the teams, you can actually another goal there. You can actually wait about 5 minutes and then you can refresh again. Generally, you get one team that's super high rated, 100 chem. Then you get a team that's super high rated in like a middle amount of chem. Then you get a team that's super low rated with low chem, and then you get a team that's like mid rated with mid chem usually. So I recommend obviously playing the low chem, low team rating team with the team you're least confident with. So for me, that's probably honestly the CONMEBOL team I'll make. So I recommend you make like all these teams at once, or you use that for your legendary one. Those for your legendary one, because all the Brazilian games you have to win 6 games with a Brazilian team on legendary. So I recommend using the lowest teams for the legendary games with Brazil. I also recommend using like the team you're least confident with. Teams you're more confident with, I would recommend going for that second squad, the like middle squad, where it's like another one? No. Where it's like a mid rating of like 75 or something, and then like 60 team chem. Like that should still be a squad that's pretty easy to beat because they're really not getting boosts from that level of chemistry. Most of them are not on 7 team chem or 7 individual chem, so you really won't be getting boosts there. Never mind. So yeah, so I would say do that with like some of your stronger teams, and if you feel really confident, go ahead, play the really high rated teams on World Class. If you feel good about that and you like your team, that's fine. But what I would recommend is just refreshing the squads, and then you get another set of squads where there's going to be at least one bad team, probably 2. So I just recommend doing that because you have unlimited refreshes, so only the first 40 games, so the first 10 sets of games will count. Obviously, if you're not playing all those games, you probably won't get a super high tier in squad battles, but like I said, it doesn't really matter. So I would definitely recommend just refreshing as much as you can to get the worst possible teams, and then you'll just get really easy wins like this. And then, I mean, I probably won't even end up playing the entire second half, to be honest with you. I am just going to sub on Ribery now, try and get a couple goals with him. And I won't even play the second half. I'll cut it out and I'll probably do the thumbnail for this video, to be honest with you. And then we'll cut there and we'll come back at the end of the game and just do a little bit of discussion then. So I do just want to finish out the first half. If you want these games to go more quickly, score 1 goal and then just possess the ball. If you want to go away from the PlayStation or Xbox or whatever you're playing, you can do this trick. So we're gonna let them go into their half. Then I'm gonna pass it out here, and I did a fake shot. Did you see how he did a fake shot while he received the ball here? So now, look, controller down. I don't have to touch anything the rest of the game. He won't touch the ball for the rest of the half. Obviously that's very boring, but he won't come and get the ball if you do that fake shot upon receiving a pass. Now look at what they're doing now. This is actually important to note. So now they've decided to press me because I'm not doing anything, except all they've done is man mark the other guys. They're not actually pressuring the ball. So I just wanted to demonstrate this. So once you've got a lead, you can just do this, hang out for a little bit. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go score a couple goals with Ribery. Give the ball away first, obviously. But if I didn't move there, we'd still be in that position. They still wouldn't be moving, be pressuring me. And it's just a really easy way because the time just continues to run. There's no stoppage time. There's no ball going out of play to slow down the clock, etc., etc. So I would definitely recommend if you have a good lead and don't want to waste your time, want to go away and do something else, watch a YouTube video maybe, something like that. I would definitely recommend doing that. Nice goal from Franck Ribery. Now, if you are interested in squad battle points, we have now achieved the most amount of points you can get for goals. So what you want to do now is make sure you up corners. So I would try to go get corners. You get points for possession. You get points for the amount of corners you have. You get points for, I believe, shots on target. there's I would recommend Nepentez's videos. Search maximizing points in squad battles or something along those lines. He does some really comprehensive videos about how to get the most amount of points in squad battles. So I'll just give you the basics there, and if you're actually really interested in doing that, go ahead and check out his videos. Look at that, plug in another YouTuber, he doesn't even know it. But anyway, yeah, so I guess that's really all we need to talk about here. I just need to get one more goal with Ribéry, and then I've achieved another objective. We can move into continuing on in the season here. But yeah, so I am just grinding for my icon swaps. I'm not going to talk too much about who I am planning on getting in this video, but maybe I'll save that for the Japanese video. We'll talk a little bit about who we're going to get in icon swaps and things of that nature. So, can we get down the field? Let's see. Come on, Franck. Come on, Franck. Okay, we've got a pass there. Hopefully we can pass it back to him. Peel off. Nicely done. Oh my god, what a block from that guy. Ah, it's annoying. So now I can't just sit here the whole second half. I actually got to go get a goal with Ribéry. But what I'll do is cut here, and I'll come back at the end of the game. Alright guys, so we have finished the game here. Of course, we did win it quite handily. Nothing really happened in the second half. I scored one goal with Franck Ribéry. And we're going to get disconnected from this game, aren't we? Man, it's not even an online game. Maybe my PlayStation just froze. Nope, because the crowd's moving in the background. That's unreal. Well, I guess I'm not going to be able to show you the endgame stats. I'll cut here and I'll show you guys. Okay, so we actually did get through. That was weird. But we can just take a look at match ratings here. I mean, if you guys are interested in anything, just pause. 5 assists for Marega. That's actually crazy. Obviously, everybody performed really well. We dominated this squad. And that's the way that these squads should be against these really low-rated squads. I'm really glad that didn't disconnect me. That's I really thought it was going to. It happened to me yesterday when I was playing some of the Japanese squad games. So, okay. So let's show you the objectives as I promised here. So we've got... these objectives over here. Let me just claim that. Woohoo! Okay, so here we go. So these are the online ones. I didn't make teams for those. I just do this icon swap single player. Somebody told me they enjoyed these, so I'm doing them. I have played 4 out of 5 with Japan already. I will be recording the Japanese video right after this. You'll probably be seeing it a couple of days later, but and I have won 3 out of 5 with the LIGA NOS. So on minimum world class difficulty, win 5 squad battle matches using 11 LIGA NOS players in your starting squad. Now, something I didn't think I really mentioned, keep in mind this is starting squad. So you can sub players on. So keep that in mind. If you're a little bit weak, sub some players on and you're in good shape. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helped you out a little bit. If it did, let me know. Leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Content comes out every single day. Now I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks. Bye.